Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. So today we're going to talk about a weird topic. I keep seeing these videos on YouTube by these prepping channels and homesteading channels talking about the first people who are going to die during a collapse. The first people to just be offed. It's the sick or the infirm or people who have not prepped or planned accordingly or people who just historically the people. It's like, why do we have to talk about this? I mean, because really, this is what we're facing right now. We're facing a collapse. We're $30 trillion, almost $31 trillion in debt. We will default. There's no way that debt can be paid. The rising of interest rates is mathematical, makes it a mathematical certainty that debt can't be repaid. And we're going to basically jump into hyperinflation once all of this calamity starts and the government starts printing money in order to give people what they want because they want money, because they think with more money they can buy food, they can buy... No, it's just going to make it worse. That's where we're headed. Historically speaking, the people who die first during an economic collapse or during a time of calamity caused by war or whatever else, some kind of major national, not regional, but national catastrophe, historically have always been the politicians. Go back throughout history, folks. Go back and read throughout history. Read about the revolutions in various countries. Read about the famines in various countries and whatever calamities that have affected an entire nation or even sometimes regional. It's usually the politicians, the people who lorded themselves over other people. When scores are able to be settled, they will be settled. They will be settled. And this is one of the reasons why I've always said, I've admired that phrase, if you want to live longer, don't be in charge of anything. Or don't be in charge of nothing because you live longer. Don't be in charge of anything because you live longer. I guess that's better grammar. I am, in fact, after all, a homeschool dad. I don't have the best grammar. I've been told that many times. Anyway, it doesn't matter. My point is, the people who die first during a catastrophe are the people who lorded themselves over other people. Who is this? Listen, and this is not the higher-ups. Usually the higher-ups, in most cases, but not all cases. I think it was the Johan, it's a Dutch guy, I can't remember, the prime minister in the Netherlands back in the 1600s. Him and his brother were basically hung up and castrated. But most people, during times of collapse, in the higher-ups, they escape. They get out because they have the money and power to do so. It's the underlings. It's the people who, thought themselves little dictators that usually get strung up for the most part. Now, who is this in our case? We have today local regional politicians who lord themselves over other people with taxes and all kinds of things that they feel that they should impose on you in order for you to live your life. Those sorts of people, local politicians, regional, state politicians, these are people who don't have the money and power. These are the people who drive themselves to work still at the Capitol. Okay, those people. The people who have bodyguards and limousines and, Secret Service agents, they can get out most of the time. Most of the time throughout history. But it's the people who don't. School boards. What does the American public think of most school boards today? Especially in the cities and in the municipalities, large regions where they're pushing all of this wokeness on your children and you. School boards are going to be a big one. If you're sitting on a school board and you're lording yourself and you're into this woke stuff, I mean, you're not probably watching my channel if you are. But if you are, if by happenstance you stumbled upon my channel and you're here, beware, because you're in big doo-doo. You are in a world of doo-doo if it collapses, because people will be coming for you. Historically speaking, that's what happens. So local politicians, regional politicians, school board members, media, oftentimes the media, the propagandists who pushed wokeness and narratives of, you got to get the clot shot and the whole and all that, people are going to be coming for you. Yeah, because, without rule of law, scores get settled. Scores will get settled. And, man, you've been pushing your way of life and your tyrannical beliefs and, on other people. And People aren't happy with it. And now when there's no gates holding the torches and pitchforks back, when the tar and feathers can flow freely as they should oftentimes do throughout history, but have been restrained. They've been restrained. But when that tidal wave finally lets loose, it's on those people. Those people. School boards, local regional politicians, the media. Oh, well, something else comes to mind. So I watched this guy, Steve Leto. It's called Leto's Law on YouTube. And he's a lawyer, and he talks about all of these crazy lawsuits that go on all the time. Crazy lawsuits. Just insane. That makes you just scratch your head and go, what? He covers a lot on his channel, homeowners associations. For all you Karens out there in homeowners associations, when the collapse happens, I'd be really worried. I'd have a bug out location. I would have a bug out location prepped, ready to go. Because when the neighborhood no longer has to fear 911 coming because you don't like the way someone keeps their lawn or how they put up a fence or what kind of dog they have, or the fact that you go down and water your garden, or you even have a garden, or you water your flowers at a certain time of day. Some of the insane things that homeowners associations impose on people who just want to be left alone, who just want to live life, who just want to go to work, pay taxes, raise their kids. But no, Karen knocks on the door and says, "Hey, I saw you the other day. You walked your dog outside of dog walking hours. That's a $50 fine." You people are going to disappear. You people are going to disappear. If you're on a homeowners association, I would get out of that nonsense quick, fast, and in a hurry, and start delivering cookies to all the people you ticked off throughout the years. That's what I'd be doing. But anyway, I'm just going by history. What has history? I love history. I love watching History Channel videos. I love watching documentaries. I love learning. And as I've learned throughout history, when I see different collapses come because of war, because of economic depression, because of whatever reason, the people who get strung up, the people who don't make it, the first to die in those instances, the first out of here, are the people who lorded themselves over other people. Be aware. Be very, very aware. Beware, you people who lord yourselves over others. Because when the torches and pitchforks come, they will not show mercy. They won't. Historically speaking, they won't. And they do horrible, horrible things to both you and your family. Historically speaking, that's what you see. And it's a sad, sad time, but you know, what Jefferson said, the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. I didn't say it. Thomas Jefferson did. Don't blame me. Anyway, watching the news today, crazy stuff happening. Old Nancy's says she's going to Taiwan. Oh, Nancy, be careful, Nancy. Be really careful, Nancy. You know, the worst thing that could happen in this whole thing is that Nancy becomes a martyr and they erect some statue proclaiming her bravery in D.C., for all of eternity and for everyone to see. That would be the worst case scenario. So really, Nancy, come back safe. We're praying for you. All right, we'll leave it at that. See you next time in the Homestead. Bye. Hey guys, I'm happy to introduce an American Homestead sponsor, Zervita Zeal. Now, first off, I only accept sponsors from products that I use and believe in. My family uses Zeal mainly because we want to ensure a healthy immune system. You see, it's made up of only whole food concentrates and includes no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. The included sweetener is all natural from fruit and the stevia leaf. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and it's kosher. In 2018, my youngest son was involved in a bike accident that resulted in the surgical removal of his spleen, and that's an important part of his immune system. And because we live on a farm, you can guess that having a healthy immune system for our family is very important. Some of the included ingredients are beetroot, chicory root, turmeric, moringa, blueberries, cranberry, goji berry, milk thistle, ginseng, alfalfa, broccoli, and so much more. It's these natural ingredients that can easily be made into a powerful and tasty drink that my family can make and feel good about. So sign up and give it a try today Every purchase you make goes to help the homestead so that we can continue to make great homesteading videos for you. Link is in the description below. Go ahead, give it a try. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of an American homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.